Hey guys, what's going on? It's your host Industrial Dave. Welcome to 6 to 6. What is it like being an apprentice? Do you feel like you want to quit every single day? It's getting harder to harder. The guys are talking to you like shit. Yes, it's going to be hard. It's like being hazed if you've been to college or if you've heard about that. But look on the bright side. Would you rather go to college and be hazed for free or be hazed in the field and it's not even close to what it's like in college and be paid for it, right? So, yes, you just got in your first apprenticeship program and you are just going through the ringer and you want to quit. That's their job. Guys, they want to make you feel stupid. They want to make you feel like you ain't doing shit. They want to make you feel like you're not doing it right. It's perfectly fine. It's okay. You're going to have to go this. Yeah, you're going to have to go through this for a few years. It's fine. Every apprentice has gone through this. And some aren't even that bad. You know what I mean? You're getting paid for it. And remember, it's not going to last forever. All right? Don't bring your feelings to work. Leave your feelings at the gate, for God's sakes, guys. Don't go into this emotional. Don't take it personal. It is part of the field. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to say you can't do it. They're going to say you're weak. You can't lift this up. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't even have a good lunch. Guys, it is what it is. Get used to it. But I will tell you this. Listen to your foreman and listen to your journeyman. That is the best advice I could give you. And when you're an apprentice, you cannot be late for work. And for that matter, guys, if you're a journeyman, please don't. I would suggest you try not to be late. It's just not a good look for your union and for the representation of us as a collective, right? But we want to show the apprentices about hard work. We want to show them about our dedication to whatever apprenticeship program that it is and why and how we built America, right? So we have to set the standard and we got to show the younger generation that, hey, this is how you do it. You got to work all these hours. You come to work on time. And most importantly, guys, it's important for the journeyman to show the apprentices you have to work safe. As corny as it sounds, guys, you have to work safe. You got to make it back home to your family safely. All 10 fingers, all 10 toes, eyes and all this stuff, safety glasses, whatever it is, guys, you got to put this pressure on the apprentices so they know that you are serious about safety. But again, other things that you're going to have to deal with, the hours, guys. If this is your first time, your first job, or your first time in an apprenticeship program, you might not be used to working 50 hours, 60 or 84 hours for that matter. Yes, guys, when you're an apprentice and whatever type of job you're on, yeah, you're going to be working whatever the schedule is. You might be working 40 hours. You might be working 84. You might be working 120, whatever it is, guys. When you're an apprentice, volunteer for the hours. One, the more hours you get, the faster you get out of the apprenticeship. Get the hours so you can get on the road and get that moolah, get that journeyman rate. Now, some other things to look out for when you're an apprentice, you cannot screw up. What that means is, legitimately, you can't screw up. You cannot fail drug tests. You shouldn't be doing them in the first place, but I get it, guys. When you are on site, you absolutely have to stay clean when you're an apprentice. If you're an apprentice and you end up getting popped for a test, they can legally kick you out of the apprenticeship. And You don't want to do that when some of these guys have been on the apprenticeship waiting list for 4, 8 years trying to get their spot. You got the spot and now you're failing drug tests. They can legally kick you out of the apprenticeship. DUIs, they can kick you out. Fighting, they can kick you out. If you get fired from a job, they can kick you out. You have to be very, very cautious about your decisions that you're going to make as an apprentice. But these are just some things you need to think about and keep in the front of your mind. The apprenticeship is not forever. Just make it to a journeyman. That's all you got to do. Let me tell you this. If you're an apprentice, right? This is something serious to think about. If you're an apprentice and you get in and 1 year you're like, you know what? It's just not for me. I don't like it. The best thing you can do is get out. Just go ahead and get out in that year. What you don't want to do is be in there for 3 years and say, you know what? This just ain't for me. And then you leave. 2 more years or a year and you could have been vested in that union, which means where if you were vested in that union, you automatically qualify for the retirement. All you had to do is just work another year, but you quit at 3. So make that decision as soon as you can and say, you know what? I'm not trying to do this. Bye. I've had enough, right? Make that decision so you can figure that out. But guys, being an apprentice it's awesome. You get to learn everything. You know, it's almost like you can't really make a mistake because you are in the learning process. Your journeyman is responsible for you. So you have a cool safety net. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get fired, but when it comes down to the company, you doing something wrong and then the company trying to fire you, 9 times out of 10, it's just not going to happen unless it's safety related. If it's safety related, they can fire you. They will fire you. But if it's something mechanical related and you're an apprentice and you messed up, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be fired because you're still learning and the company knows that. But, you know, these are just a few little gems that I wanted to give out to the apprentices out there. Whatever trade that you decide that you want to get into, whether it's the longshoremen, boiler makers, the iron workers, the carpenters, the pipe fitters, the electricians, whatever union that you decide that you want to get into, stick it out, guys. Just make it through the apprenticeship program and I promise, guys, you will be okay. Yes, guys are going to haze you. They're not going to come to work knocking you upside the head and eating your lunch and all that weird shit that you might think. They're not doing that, guys. They might give you a little bit of headache or, you know, they might call you names or whatever. But, dude, it's just words, right? So, listen, get through your apprenticeship, work safe, and you will become your journeyman. You can break all the rules you want, all right? Once you become a journeyman, you can say, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm going home. And you can do that. You can't do it when you're an apprentice. You cannot quit. Let me rephrase that. When you're an apprentice, you cannot quit a job and just go to another one. It does not work like that. You can do whatever you want, become a journeyman. You can say, hey, you guys, I've had enough. It's too cold out here. I'm going to LA. You can do whatever you want. You can be in LA. You know what? I've had enough. I want to go to Wisconsin for the summer and work. You can go wherever you want to when you are a journeyman. You can almost pick anything. You can handpick anything, especially if you're a good journeyman. But guys, listen, get through your apprenticeship, all right? Just get through, work it out, and it will be okay. I promise you guys. And again, the money, when you're in an apprenticeship, hurry up and get those hours so you can get them pay raises. You can get them bumps, you know? If your full scale is $53 an hour and you're an apprentice and you're starting out at 25, just hurry up. Get those hours, get those certifications, and they give you pay raises every time you get something. Oh, you got a welding cert? Okay, here's another $3 raise. Oh, you completed this class? Here's another $4. Here's another $3 and $2. And then you'll start getting horny for getting more raises and like, dude, I'm getting so close to becoming a journeyman. So, hey, get it together, stay with it, stick with it. I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. I did my apprenticeship And I got mine relatively quick, about 3.5 years. I got blessed. I was working a lot of hours on the job that I was on. I got through my apprenticeship in 3.5 years, with actually 6,200 hours. Our apprenticeship that I went through was 6,000 hours. It was hours based, not years. So I was able to just run through it. And I got extra hours because I had welding certs too. So that helped. But hey guys, it's your host, Industrial Dave. Welcome to 6 to 6. And I hope that you guys got something out of this video. Work safe.